Hey guys, Nish here, back with another video, and today I kind of want to talk about something that I usually don't talk about, like controversial sort of topics in like the gaming. Well, I did once. I kind of did once. It was nothing crazy, but this is like something weird to me. I feel like, at least online, like on Twitter, TikTok, things like that, whatever, I feel like it's become very trendy to hate on Nintendo, which some points are valid, don't get me wrong. So I'm gonna go over a lot of it. Well, a good chunk of it, like the one that's like pushing the forefront. But I just want to cover like things like the Switch 2 pricing, gaming prices in general, which is a good bulk of it, and like comparing to other companies, things like that. Because I feel like when something happens with Nintendo, it's pushed more in your face. Maybe it's me, I don't know, because I'm not really into like the Xbox ecosystem too hard, or PlayStation or things like that. Like I have a PlayStation like back there. I don't know, you can see it. It's like my mic is in the way. It's like right there. And I had the Steam Deck. No, I'm gonna go through it because I'm not just like I play a Nintendo guy only. I've had a PlayStation 4 and I have a 5 in the house right now. Granted, it's my girlfriend. We share whatever. I had a Steam Deck. I had the ROG Ally, and I had the ROG Ally X, so I had like no PC stuff, and I'm recording this on the PC. I literally just got RTX 5070 2 days ago. I got the receipt. I got the Micro Center receipt. Look, Micro Center, whatever. But yeah, I can see the whole thing. I don't need to see my credit card stuff. But anything, it's Nintendo is, for me personally, it's like my main console, I would say. And then like everything that I can't get on a Nintendo console, I buy on PC. Or if like it's not on either Nintendo or PC right now, I'll get it on PlayStation. But I usually try to get on PC. But PlayStation don't got too many like exclusives I care about, so it's mainly me going on PC. And then if it's on Nintendo, I'll get on, like, let's say like a Mario, Zelda, stuff you can only play on Nintendo. I'll have on the Switch, I'll have on my Switch too. And it's like, that's cool and all. So I do both. But one thing I do want to talk about first is like I would say the criticisms and things people say about like Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. So back in what year that came out, 2017, I think the Switch 1 came out, something like that, with Breath of the Wild, something like that. It came out on like 2012 sort of chipset. I think the Nvidia chipset was 2012. It's already outdated. Well, it's like, okay, we have that established. That was not the best console in terms of raw power, but I feel like personally, raw power is not the end all be all for your console. I feel like it's more so what you do with that console. For example, oh my god, what's my cat doing? What the heck? Okay, for example, like PSP and the 3DS, that was my like main consoles back when, because they're like, that was like PS3 days. I think like Wii, was it Wii? I think like Wii U ish sort of time. I barely played my Wii U. I played 3DS more. I didn't give two dungalongs about graphics like that. I cared more for the games and how they were to me personally. Now, graphics nowadays in the big 2025, graphics is everything for people. People want like 4K this. And first of all, 4K is cool, whatever. Frames, cool, whatever. But like, when that's like the whole point of your games, like being a graphically, cool game, whatever, it doesn't really hit as hard to me. Like, most of my favorite games graphics are like not even that good. Like Cave Story is like my top 5 game of all time. Them graphics are like, what, I don't know, like Windows 98 sort of type B graphics. It's nothing spectacular, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Now with the Switch 2, people are saying that it is overpriced really, and the graphics are bad. Now that's subjective to everybody. I feel like the Switch 2, for the price point at it is pretty good, seeing that it can output 4K. Now, and every game does it, but same with the PS5. Not every game does like the whole wazoo everything. Cause like even the box for like the base PS5 had like 8K on it. Nobody got no fucking 8K anything, right? Whatever. It's what 4K. I think the max it goes to is 4K 120. I believe that is. I don't know if it's I don't remember if it's 4K 120 in handheld or 4K one. Let me look real quick. Let me not be stupid. All right, so I was so right. I double that, but I'm gonna double back real quick. So it can be 4K 20 with the actual like screen on the Switch, and then it can be 4K 60 on the actual TVs. Whatever, that's fine. That's cool. Whatever. I feel like paying $150, not 150. I wish paying $450 for that alone is pretty good. I'm just saying. I wish they actually describe what custom processor they use, but that's a whole nother that's how the Switch One got hacked and when people found out about that. So it's whatever. But anyway, I thought the price is good because when you look at the prices for a lot of other like consoles or like I can't really compare the Switch to like home consoles too much. I try to compare it more so to like the handheld gaming sphere, like the what's it called, the Steam Deck. I have a Steam Deck too. It's in the back room. I can go get it. You want me to? You don't believe me? Okay, fine. I'll go get it for you. I'll go get it for you. All right. So like I said, I got my Steam Deck right here. I have other things. I promise you guys, I'm not lying to you. And when comparing Switch 2 to like Steam Deck and ROG Ally X, I'm going price wise. I'm looking right here. I have the LCD. I don't got the OLED like 1 terabyte or like the 12 gigabyte. I don't have those. I'm sorry. I don't got that much money. But so the Switch 2 is what like $100 cheaper or something like that. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm trying to look at the price right now, making sure I'm not going through no bundles. Yeah. This the base one with not Mario Kart and stuff. It's $450 for the Switch 2, and then the Steam Deck OLED is $550. $100 difference. Okay, with that $100 more, the only thing I can really give the Steam Deck is the ecosystem. There's tons of games. You got the whole Steam library. And let's keep it a buck. And if you have a PC and you have a Steam Deck, that's a cool combo. I'm just saying, it makes life so much easier. You just cloud sync it, you're done. And then you go back and forth with your cloud save, whatever, you're good. So the max resolution, I'm gonna go for like the whole what is it called? I'm gonna go for like the 1 terabyte OLED. Those specs are 1280 by 800 with an HDR OLED display, but that display is crisp. Don't get me wrong. HDR displays, OLED, crisp. The Switch 2 also HDR. It's not OLED though yet. We'll definitely get one. And a 90 hertz refresh rate at max, 90 hertz. And I feel like when comparing that in that sense, not saying one's better than other, each has its own niche. And I feel like this being the cheaper console than this, I don't see why the price is a problem when I think even now, after like all the price jumps of all the different consoles, like PlayStations I think went up and Xbox I think went up like last month, something like that, but recording this video, it's the cheapest one. So I don't think the price is the biggest offender. Like people wanted like a straight $400 console. Mind you, the Switch OLED is like $450. I feel like this being $100 more is not bad. Personally, I don't think it's bad. Now, for the price jump in games, that's where I don't agree. That's where it's bogus to me. Like, okay, I'm gonna go over two games I got that are like the worst offenders. Let's start Mario Kart World. I do not think this game should have been 80. I bought it for physical too. So it's like I'm the problem. I admit it. I'm the problem. The reason I got Mario Kart, the reason it justifies the price for me. I could have got cheaper. I could got digital, but I don't like getting digital games too often personally, especially after we did to like the 3DS eShop, things like that. And like my Alpha Sapphire, my Smash 3DS, they're just gone because I had digital. Everything is gone, so I don't have any of those games no more. Had to go rebuy it. I bought like a physical copy of Alpha Sapphire. It's like somewhere in this general direction right here. And then man, that sucked. So I just don't like getting digital media anytime. If I had the option to get physical, that's my first choice. If it's like a game key card, which is something, oh my goodness, game key cards. I made a video on game key cards. I was like, oh, this isn't that bad, you know. Now really getting into it, I was like, it kind of defeats the purpose. Only real good thing about game key card in that sense is like you can trade it in, you're done with the game, whatever, and it's still like digital, but like at that point it's just extra steps. You might as well get the game physical at that point, but there's no physical option for the game because the game key card. I don't like that, but talk about later. But Mario Kart World, do not think it should be $8. I think that was outrageous. I feel like this should have been $70, but the reason why I justified to me is because like we played Mario Kart 8 for like I think 10 plus years and we didn't have a problem with it at all. That was like because the only thing we had. So I feel like the longevity that Mario Kart games get kind of justifies it. But for $80, I don't know. It was. I was like, I gotta get this. I want it physical. I could have got it for $50, realistically. But I don't like getting digital games too often. Plus, like the storage on the Switch too is expensive. It's dummy expensive. So I was like, I don't want to waste all my storage. And I had a reason I really like it wasn't. Oh my goodness, speak. It wasn't as hard of a pill to swallow for me. Is because I had like GameStop points. So realistically, I got like this. I using my $5 monthly thingy on this game, and then I had like 15, I think K points, whatever. I got like $10 off on this, so I saved $15 on it. So I didn't spend the whole thing, but the average Joe Schmo is gonna have to drop to 80 for this. So for me, it was different. I don't think this is worth 80. That's you know. I think we can all agree that it should have been 70. I think that's fine. Oh, now Galaxy 1 and 2 being $70 is a bit more easy for me to swallow because at least for me. Now, the general consensus on this, like, if you have like the 3D All-Stars collection, this kind of is, you don't need this, to be honest. You just need Galaxy 2. But that being $40 is kind of crazy. I feel like this game should have been 60. Each game being $30 would not have been, that would have been a steal. That would not have been bad at all. The reason I got it, like I said before, you know, I don't like digital. That's just me. That's gonna be my little running thing. I don't like digital. If I can get it physical, I'm gonna get it physical. And two, it's just like, no, this does not justify being $70. Like I thought it was gonna be 60 when they came up. When I watched that direct, they said that shit was 70. I was like, oh my goodness. But like I said, I got the $5 coupon, so I only paid like 60 some dollars or something like that. That's just me. But I feel like if you never play, a lot of people, me included, I played Galaxy. I don't know if you guys are around back then, but I played like on live. I played Galaxy 1, I beat it, things like that. But like I don't have 3D All-Stars no more because of financial things that happen, and so that's on me. But I never played Galaxy 2. I didn't even know you could play Luigi in Galaxy 2. So it was like, okay, I want Galaxy 2, which that would be $40 buying digital. But if I spend $30 more, I could get Galaxy 1. And I was like, me and my girlfriend, we love Galaxy. So it's something we could sit down and both like pass the controller and play. So I feel like for me personally, it was justified. And you know, the memories, things like that, you know, just be able to like bond over a game, play a new game for me, bond over a game we both play through it again. It's nice. That's cool. It still should have been 60. I feel like that would have been a lot of an easier pill to swallow. And it's I don't know. I'm not trying to play devil's advocate. All the companies do it too. So therefore, you know, I feel like we should get on everything. I feel like it's only when Nintendo does something weird, they're chopped on it. They're instantly. But like when PlayStation or Microsoft does it, which actually that kind of changed because everybody hates the new pricing for Game Pass. That going for $30 a month for like the ultimate, It's kind of crazy. Their whole website not shut down, but like it kept crashing because of the mass unsubscriptions they were getting. So I think that's cool. But it's a double standard thing also for me, because like I said, other companies do it is bad, and then when Nintendo does it, but other companies do it is not as bad. But when Nintendo does the same thing, it's bad. I think it's because like we're so used to Nintendo like being the budget friendly option, and now it's like now they're not being, because the whole thing was like, oh, the Nintendo Switch sucks, it's so underpowered, it's not keeping up with anything, which is true. It was dookie. The 2020 Nintendo era, it was not that good. Oh yeah, Animal Crossing, like 2021, 2022, having Switch as your main driver sucked. And people was like, oh, I don't like the Switch because it's not that powerful. Okay, we give you a more powerful Switch. Oh, I don't like it, it's too expensive. I mean, what do you want at that point? More power is gonna come with more expenses. And mind you, it was like a $150 up to the Switch price. It's not even that much compared to what other consoles be doing. Like, let's be for real. Some consoles go like up $200-$300 for like their latest one. I can't imagine what the next generation console is going to be like with the PS6 and like Xbox Z, whatever the heck they're going to call it. I don't know. That's going to be money. And I think the family friendly aspect of Nintendo, it plays a factor. It's because like they always been like the budget family sort of console, even back in the day, like with the Wii. It was like the family console. Wii U, I don't know about the Wii U. I guess it technically still was like GameCube. It was the little kid friendly console, so it was always cheaper. But now since they're kind of playing catch up, I don't know why it's weird now, because that's what people always wanted them to play catch up. And when they play the game that they want, they get credit. They play the game that people wanted. Really, they get criticized for it, and it's kind of weird. And I feel like I support Nintendo because like most of the things I like are on Nintendo. Like there's some cool games on PlayStation. We got the Persona, we got the Ghost of Tsushima things. But Persona's everything now, so it's on Switch too now. So that's kind of thing. Can't say it no more for Persona. But I think nostalgia plays a really heavy factor in everything. Just because that's what a lot of us grew up with. That's what I grew up with personally. Had the Game Boy, DS, DSi, 3. I had every Nintendo console growing up. From DS up, like the DS Wii and up, I had all those. I don't have no more. I wish that was the back in the day where I kept trading and stuff to get the new thing. It sucked. I wish I never did that, but I didn't have money, so I didn't have much of a choice. But I feel like I like Nintendo more because they focus on the user experience more than the super crazy graphics. Like it's just with playing Nintendo games, it's just about pure enjoyment, which that's what I look for in video games, for pure enjoyment. I just want to have fun at the end of the day, and I feel like Nintendo does it for me the way I like. Donkey Kong, just to be able to swing and just break everything. It's just dumb fun, and that's what I like in my Nintendo console. But there are some things that do deserve the call out, like game prices for like specifically both of these games. It's kind of doogie. I feel like the game price for like what was it, Tears of the Kingdom, I think that was fine being that first $7 game with all the stuff you could do in that game, with like the sky part, the ground part, then like the chasm at the bottom. It was a lot that justified it. That's cool. But these two, they could go down a good tenner. Each of them could go down a good $10. I'm just saying, personally, I like the games, but we could all admit they was a little bit. It was doing a little too much right there. But I feel like the console price is fine. What's another thing that people really hate? I think, okay, the online. I guess I'm doing online subscriptions specifically. I feel like it can be overpriced depending on what you're looking for in it. If you're looking for like specific like retro game, like they definitely drip feed all the retro games, and that sucks. I feel like it's not as bad. If you just want the online, you could pay the $20 and be done. $20 a year, it's not that bad. $20 a year, I don't think is that bad for a subscription to play online. Cause like I don't like, I think quote me if I'm wrong, I think like PlayStation stuff for like 60 or something, not 30, maybe 30, 40. I don't pay for online on PlayStation. I don't play PlayStation online. I really don't. I play on PC, and then I have Switch. I play everything free on PC. Another good thing about PC, and I have the subscription for Switch. I do have like the full Switch Online plus expansion. That's because I'm in a family plan and we pay like $10 a year, and that's even cheaper than paying by myself, for the Switch Online. So that's that's cool, whatever. I got that. Not everybody is fortunate to have that, but there's definitely like Discord servers and like going Reddit. You could get that if you really want to. You don't pay the full price. You don't have to. That's what I'm saying. Like me paying, I think it was like $50. I think it was $50 like by yourself for it was like bogus to me. I didn't want to do it. So I just went, ask my friend, hey, let's make a family thing. He was like, okay. That we got the whole family's maxed out. We all paid $10 a year. That's fine by me. But like paying by yourself, and like while I pay for myself, I enjoy all the games that I got. Had the game. Now we have the GameCube with the Switch 2 specifically, and they still have yet like put out really like. Oh, we got Mario. What was it? Soccer? It's not called that. Mario Strikers. Yeah, I feel like Mario Soccer. It's not called that. But it depends on you. I can't really speak on that. For me personally, I like the Nintendo Switch Online. I do wish I could get the games by themselves. That would be a lot better. Let's agree. But because like you can pick out what you want, but it's like I'm paying for online and then I get this added bonus of having these games. That's how I look at it personally. But it's just you get it where you get it. You go get yourself a family plan for that. You don't have to pay the whole. Get your friends. You don't got friends. You feel safe sending your $10 to somebody hoping you want their family plan. I know that's the whole thing. People could just take your 10 and go, and then, you never be on a family plan. But I was comfortable with it. We did like the PayPal. What was it? Services thingy. Yeah. So I was covered. I was good. It was don't do the family. Don't do the friends and family with nobody you don't know. I'm just saying, please don't. Don't come to me. Like, they told about $10 and then you told me nope. I told you make sure it's somebody you trust. And that's sometimes you just gotta find a learn that, and then you just gotta pray, and But yeah, I feel like Nintendo hate is forced for all the wrong reasons. And just kind of summing up, there is definitely a lot of criticism that Nintendo deserves, but I also feel like there's a lot of criticisms other companies deserve, but I don't see it talked about as much as Nintendo. Like I'm Nintendo channel. Let's keep the buck. At this point, I'm Nintendo channel. I've tried different things. I've tried being a Genshin channel. I've tried being I play horror games at one point. You scroll back, it's like my first ever video. It's like Monster Hunter 3, I believe, and that was on Wii U. But I always came back full circle to Nintendo, and for a reason. That's just what I like. And you're to each their own. You don't have to like Nintendo, but I feel like the reason that you don't like Nintendo most of the time can also apply to other companies. And we should see, I don't want to talk Nintendo Shield because I kind of am, but I'm like, no, I see X, Y, and Z as a problem. But over here, the same thing is happening and nobody cares, which is kind of weird to me, I just wanted to shed some light on the whole situation. I feel like I said, these games overpriced. The console, not overpriced. It's like, there's good and bad and everything. At the end of the day, I'm kind of dragging this whole video. I'm really dragging it. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that all the hate on Nintendo online is like really forced, or you think it's justified? Do you think it's like some things are forced and some things are justified? That's how I feel. I feel like some things, yeah, they suck, but some things are kind of blown out of proportion. Do you think Nintendo gets judged harshly as other companies? Let me know. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, please. This is like a new So not a new format for me, but I just kind of want to talk about this real quick. Just, get, a bit of insight and everything. See what you guys think. Cause as me, as Nintendo channel, like I say, I think Nintendo it's dear to my heart. They do some weird stuff, but it's not like they're the only person doing it. But yeah, that's my whole video. See you guys.